This copyrighted telecast is presented by authority of MSPN Digital Television and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of MSPN Digital Television.
Turn it over to the broadcast booth for the pregame show on MSPN Digital Television.
All right, welcome. We're live here at Legion Field in Millbank, South Dakota, the birthplace of American Legion baseball, for the championship game of the Centennial Classic Baseball Tournament, featuring the 12-6 Glendwood Lowry post 187-253, and also the 14-9 LaMoure post 19. And we'll get deeper into the side-by-sides of these two teams coming into this championship game when we return after the break. Here, it's sunny and 80 degrees in Millbank, South Dakota on MSPN Digital Television.
Good sportsmanship. It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level of my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of three ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information, or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
All right, welcome back as we get ready for the championship game here. We're about 11 minutes away from the first pitch and about 2 or 3 minutes away from the ceremonial first pitch. So let's take a look at these two teams side by side here. And so Glenwood Lowry posts 187-253, comes in with an overall record of 12-6. They are 2-0 in pool play. They currently sit first in the pool play rankings, and they have outscored their opponents 16-7, with 10 of those 16 runs coming against LaMoure in the first game of the tournament. So they come in on a 2-game winning streak. While LaMoure is 14-9 overall on the season, they have a pool play record of 2-1, putting them second in the pool play rankings. They have actually been outscored by their opponents 13-15. You take away those 10 runs from Glenwood Lowry, and they've outscored their opponents 13-5 since then. They've outscored their opponents 11-5 since then, since they lost 10-2 in that first game back on opening day. So LaMoure also comes in on a 2-game winning streak. And we'll have the ceremonial first pitch right now. Here is the
Mr. Dan Dellinger.
There you go. And that's a strike on the outside corner. 2-0. Stand by for a picture. local media person taking photos of the ceremonial first pitch. Take a look at the keys to the game here, and well, for LaMoure, you got to keep the eyes on the base runners and don't force the defense. Take the out that's there. If you don't think you can turn that double play, then take the best out available. For Glenwood Lowry, just keep those bats swinging, play some clean baseball, avoiding errors and mental errors, and pump the strike zone, and they should be on their way to a victory here in the Centennial Classic. Taking a look at the umpires for today's game. So,
at third base, Mr. John Whitcraft. And behind the plate, Mr. Greg Warren.
So there you go, your 4 umpires. Home plate umpire Greg Warren calling the balls and strikes. Steve Cryer at first. At second, Johnny Kirchner. And at third, John
Whitcraft. The starters for each team, beginning with the visitors on the scoreboard. Representing the state of North Dakota, LaMoure, post 19. Reserves, number 9, Riley Christofferson. Number 10, Joey Potts. Number 16, Jaden Paul. Number 17, Tate Jacobson. And number 18, Jacody Lewis. Now let's meet the starters for LaMoure. Leading off and playing left field, number 20, Gunnar Thilgis. Batting second baseman number 7, Blaze Isaacson. Batting third, shortstop number 2, Colby Thilgis. The cleanup batter, center fielder number 8, Owen Lesko. Batting fifth, the third baseman number 6, Mason Workin. Batting sixth, the catcher number 1, Logan Potts. Batting seventh, the starting pitcher number 28, Easton Thilgis. Batting eighth, the designated hitter number 24, Jake Kramer. Batting ninth, the first baseman number 36, Jaron Reagan. And the right fielder number 4, Russell Exner. Assistant coach Gage Dunn, the head coach Jason Thilgis, and the manager Greg Peterson of LaMoure, post 19 of North Dakota. Now let's meet the home team. Glenwood Lowry, posts 187 and 253, representing the state of Minnesota. We began with the reserves. Number 5, Zach Gugesberg. Number 7, Braylon Sharmer. Number 11, Connor Fry. Number 14, Tyson Metz. Number 15, Nathan Dell. Number 19, Ethan Jacobs. And number 22, AJ Speck. Now the starting lineup for Glenwood Lowry. Leading off and playing left field, number 1, Miles Wildman. Batting second baseman number 2, Mark Gruber. Batting third, catcher number 12, Dylan Alexander. The cleanup batter, first baseman number 21, Noah Jensen. Batting fifth, right fielder number 9, Connor Erickson. Batting sixth, the third baseman number 10, Alex Panitsky. Batting seventh, the designated hitter number 3, Riley Dell. Batting eighth, the shortstop number 8, Levi Johnson. Batting ninth, the center fielder number 4, Luke Danielson. And the starting pitcher, number 13, Ryland Martin. Student manager, Oliver Vanderhagen. Assistant coaches, Jeff Panitsky and Paul Johnson. And the head coach of Glenwood Lowry, Joe Alexander. At this time, we ask the teams remain in place and the rest of you stand and remove your hats for the recitation of the American Legion Code of Sportsmanship. Since 1926, every player that participates in an American Legion baseball game has recited the Sportsmanship Code. To read the Sportsmanship Code at today's game, team captains from LaMoure, Owen Lesko, and from Glenwood Lowry, Levi Johnson.
I will keep the rules, keep faith with my teammates, keep my temper, keep myself fit, keep a stout heart in defeat, keep my pride under in victory, keep a sound soul, a clean mind, and a healthy body. Thank you.
At this time, we will have the presentation of our nation's colors to be followed by the performance of our national anthem. We ask you to remain standing and honor the colors until they have been retired. Presenting today's colors, Birch Miller Post 9 American Legion from here in Millbank. And to sing our national anthem, 2020 Millbank High School graduate, Miss Haley Underwood.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you.
All right, we'll take a break and we'll be right back.
American Legion Baseball. A winning tradition since 1925. Thousands of young athletes have participated, and countless lives have been changed.
And that was the fun part of summer ball and Legion was we just played. At that stage, I think everything's so pure. You're just wanting to play ball. I would 100% recommend it.
Legion Baseball is one of many programs of the American Legion, supporting our children, our military, and their families. Find out more about how we continue to serve America.
1 in 5 high school students use e-cigarettes or vapes. Some of them, like Juul, are so slim and sleek that they look like a flash drive. That's why e-cigarettes and vapes are so appealing to kids. There are more than 7,000 flavors, and they're sold where kids shop, online and in convenience stores. Most e-cigarettes contain nicotine, which is highly addictive and can harm brain development as teens grow. No amount of nicotine is safe for youth. Like it or not, we are a target. This message is brought to you by the Minnesota Department of Health.
All right, welcome back to the championship game here of the Centennial Classic Baseball Tournament at Legion Field in Millbank, South Dakota. And a big thank you to the North Dakota American Legion for sponsoring this broadcast, along with our friends at the Fargo Visitors and Convention Bureau for sponsoring our scoreboard. And the first pitch is safe at first. First pitch comes at 11:33 a.m. and we are currently sunny and 80 on our way to a forecasted high of 87. During the course of this game, we could see anywhere from 82 up to 85 degrees as the game progresses from first to seventh inning.
Second baseman number 7, Blaze Isaacson.
Blaze Isaacson's the batter now. And that first pitch to Blaze is in for a strike. These two teams in game one, it was Glenwood Lowry 10-2 winners over LaMoure. Glenwood Lowry out-hit LaMoure 12-9. They had 3 errors compared to LaMoure's 0 errors. There's a grounder to short, to second, over to first. No, they will not get the double play. They'll just get the lead runner at second, so one gone. And Glenwood Lowry left only 6 runners on base, but LaMoure left 13 runners on base in that first game.
Number 2, shortstop, Colby Filgis.
So Blaze Isaacson's the runner on first now, and now it's Colby Filgis. Pitch is a little high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count now here to Colby Filgis. And another pitch that's low and out for ball 2. Once again, I want to thank our sponsors, including the Fargo Visitors and Conventions Bureau and the North Dakota American Legion. This one, a fly ball to center field, and backpedaling, it's over the head of Luke Danielson. He took a step in and misjudged where that ball was going and ended up going over his head. That'll push Isaacson over to third base, and you got runners on second and third with a, we'll call it a base hit, out into center field. unless they change it, but I'm leaning hit on that one.
Double for Phil just brings up center fielder number 8, Owen Lesko.
And Owen Lesko will be the batter now. He's 4 for 9 batting in the tournament in the 3 games they've played so far. This is game 4, so this is his 10th appearance at the plate. And this one's a fly ball to center field. And that one is also over the head of Luke Danielson. That is going to score Blaze Isaacson from third, and coming in from second is Kobe Theolgis. And LaMoure takes a 2-0 lead on an RBI double by Owen Lesko all the way to the warning track in center field. So back-to-back hits over the head of center fielder Luke Danielson.
Number 6, third baseman Mason Workin.
And that's a base hit out into left field. So LaMoure, as the bat's clicking here early, throw to third, safe at third. He was able to duck under the tag on the head-first slide. Owen Lesko coming in from second base. And now runners on the corners. And like I said, LaMoure has their bats clicking here early in this championship game. They've already taken a 2-0 lead. Only 1 out on the board and runners on the corners here.
Logan Potts.
Logan Potts, the batter. And the pitch. And that one is low and out for a ball. It's 1-0 here to Logan Potts. Logan Potts is 2 for 8 on his plate appearances here in the 3 games of the tournament so far. Two balls and no strikes. He'll take a look at the runner on first, and he'll set. Rylan Martin is the pitcher. And a ground ball that drifts foul to third. We haven't gone around the bases yet. Let's do that. So Rylan Martin is pitching. Dylan Alexander is catching. Noah Jensen at first. Mark Gruber at second. Levi Johnson is the shortstop. Alex Panitsky is at third. In the outfield, it's Miles Wildman in left. Luke Danielson in center, and Connor Erickson in right field. We're 5 minutes into the ball game now. It is a 2-1 count, and this one will bounce away, and the run will come in and score. Or no, it will not. He will make his way back to third as he apparently made contact with his bat. So it'll be a fouled away pitch, and we'll be at 2-2 as a result. So runners stay on the corners on the 2-2 count to Logan Potts. Easton Theolgis is on deck here for LaMoure. So LaMoure already matching what they did in game 1 by scoring 2 runs. We'll see if they can top that number here in the second game of the or the championship game, however you want to look at it. And that one is a short fly ball to right center, and it will drop for a base hit. The throw to second. Out at second. Now waiting for confirmation from the home plate umpire. Yes, the run did score. And of course it scored because there's only 2 outs.
RBI for Potts on the fielder's choice. Now batting pitcher number 28, Easton Theolgis.
And a base hit to right field, and they keep coming here for LaMoure.
Courtesy running for the pitcher at first is number 10, Joey Potts. The designated hitter is number 24, Jake Kramer.
And that one's a grounder right to first, and he'll toss it into the glove of Ryland Martin for the 3-1 ground out. So they strand 2 on base, but they get 3 across, right? Yes, 3 across. And they also get 5 hits in the inning. And we'll be back with more in a moment.
One in 5 high school students use e-cigarettes or vapes. Some of them, like Juul, are so slim and sleek that they look like a flash drive. That's why e-cigarettes and vapes are so appealing to kids. There are more than 7,000 flavors, and they're sold where kids shop, online and in convenience stores. Most e-cigarettes contain nicotine, which is highly addictive and can harm brain development as teens grow. No amount of nicotine is safe for youth. Like it or not, we are a target. This message is brought to you by the Minnesota Department of Health.
Every day across our great nation, members of the American Legion are shaping and brightening their communities. American Legion members are volunteering to assist wheelchair-bound veterans. Still, others are helping the current generation of service members transition back to civilian life. If you are a wartime veteran, please consider uniting with your brothers and sisters in the nation's largest and most influential veteran service organization. Join the American Legion today.
All right, welcome back. LaMoure jumps out to a good start, a 3-0 lead in the top of the first, and now we go 1, 2, 3. Miles Wildman, Mark Grubauer, and Dylan Alexander will be the batters we see this inning here for Glendwood Lowry. Around the bases here for LaMoure, Easton Thielgis is your starting pitcher. He'll be tossing them into the glove of Logan Potts behind the plate. Taryn Reagan is at first base. Blaze Isaacson's the second baseman. You'll find Colby Thielgis at shortstop. Mason Warkin at third. In the outfield, Gunnar Thielgis in left field. Owen Lesko in center, and Russell Exner in right field. And the first pitch here was, I missed it as I was reading off all the positions there. Strike one is the call. Miles Wildman 1 for 5 on his at-bats here in the tournament. And now he's at 1-1 on the count. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Wants to have Jim watching from Denver, North Carolina, tuning in for this championship game here in Millbank, South Dakota. That's a little bit of a drive, or a shorter, longer flight, however you want to look at it. Shelby just maybe about Denver, North Carolina, just maybe about a half an hour from Shelby, North Carolina, where they hold the American Legion World Series. 2 balls and 2 strikes here to Wildman. And he got him looking. He rings him up for that first out. And now Mark Gruber will step into the batter's box. Now that I've seen Glenwood Lowry enough times in the last 72 hours, the next time I do a Moorhead Blues game, I might call him Glenwood Lowry by mistake. That happened in the first game of this tournament. But since then, we've been good. Gruber 0 for 2. They ground out to second and a pop out to second. All of everything else has either been a walk or reached on an air tournament so far for Dylan Alexander. 2 away, and the first pitch will be a little bit low for a ball, and it's 1-0. No runners on, and Glenwood Lowry find themselves down 3-0 here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first. That pitch just a bit outside, as some would say. And it's 2-0 as a result. And now a 3-0 count to Dylan Alexander. And that'll be a walk.
Base on balls brings up the first baseman, number 21, Noah Jensen.
Noah Jensen is 3 for 4. 2 two-run home runs, 1 single to left center, a fly out to left, an intentional walk in the tournament. And he'll go to left field once again. And it will be another single to left for Noah Jensen. And that's their first base runner coming 13 minutes into the ball game. Or their second base runner, excuse me. As they will have runners on first and second now with that single to left there by Noah Jensen. And Connor Erickson will step into the batter's box now. And the pitch to Erickson will miss for a ball, 1-0. Erickson 3 for 5 in the tournament so far. He has an infield hit and 2 hits to right field. And that will miss for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, 2 runners on and 2 outs. And he caught the corner for strike 1. Runners on, Dylan Alexander on second, Noah Jensen on first for Glenwood Lowry. And the 2-1 delivery. And that's low for ball 3. Ball, strike ball in that order on the 4 pitches so far here to Connor Erickson. Check the runner at first and deliver the pitch. And this one's going to be popped up and it will be out of play. Nobody will make a play on that one and we'll stay right where we're at. Actually, no, we won't. We'll move to a full count at 3-2. So payoff pitch coming up here for Easton Theologist. Glenwood Lowry in a very exciting game with Broken Bowl last night to reach this championship game. And that'll be a fielder's choice on the force out at third on Dylan Alexander. And that will put an end to the inning. So they'll leave 2 stranded on base. No runs on a single hit. And they leave 2 on base. It's 3-0 after 1 here on the Fargo Visitors and Convention Bureau scoreboard. And we'll be back with more in just a moment, Steve.
When one of us comes up short,
we all come up short.
There's no vape in team.
Think there are only school supplies in your child's backpack? Think again. 5 e-cigarettes were hiding in plain sight. Parents, do your homework.
Learn more about vaping at health.mn.gov/e-cigarettes.
Welcome back. Top of the second inning. Rylan Martin back to work. I have him down at 17 pitches. We'll see if that's accurate here by the time we reach the end of this inning. Jaron Reagan, along with Gunnar Theologist and Blaze Isaacson. It's batters 9, 1, and 2 for LaMoure here in the top of the second as they went through 8 of their 9 batters in the top of the first, plating 3 of them. 3 of them getting out and leaving 2 stranded on base. 3 + 3 + 2 is 8. 3 runs on 4 hits on 1 Glenwood Lowry error back in the top of the first. We're 16 minutes into the ball game now after 1 complete inning of play. And once again, Jaron Reagan will be the leadoff batter here, batter 9 in the lineup for LaMoure. He will bring the couple more baseballs here to our home plate umpire, who happens to be Greg Warren. Two for 9, Jaron Reagan is in the tournament. Both hits, 1 to left field and an infield hit towards third. First pitch is a ball, 1-0 to Reagan. And high for ball 2, and a quick 2-0 count here to Reagan. And that will be a strike. 2-1. 9 hits in that first ball game for LaMoure, and they've already have 4 here in this game, so they're almost halfway there. Fouled away at the plate there for strike 2. So ball, strike, fouled away. Strike looking fouled away in that order on the 4 pitches so far here to Reagan. And the 2-2 delivery. Swung on and a little bouncer down the first base line, and it rolls foul, so he'll come back and do it again. So last 2 in a row were fouled off. No runners on and nobody out here in the top of the second. So we're still on our first batter. And this one, a ground ball towards Levi Johnson. He struggled to pick it up for a moment, but he got it there in time. 6-3 ground out. Glendwood Lowry up 6-5 in the top of the 7th with 2 outs, and Broken Bowl had the bases loaded on a line drive fly ball to left field that Alex Panitsky came in and made the catch on to secure the win and secure the trip to the championship game. And now a rematch with their first round opponent, LaMoure. 1 ball, 1 strike. Gunnar Thiel just 1 for 1 in this game as we flip it back over to the top of the order now. And the pitch. And this one is a fly ball to center field. And this time on the run, Luke Danielson does get it. All 3 fly balls to center field has kind of caused Luke Danielson to make a run at it. The first 2 went over his head. The third one,
second baseman number 7, Blaze Isaacson.
He secures in his glove this time around. So that's out number 2. And Blaze Isaacson will take the first pitch for a strike, and it's 0-1. Isaacson reached on a fielder's choice, and a strike is called there on his check swing, so it's 0-2. And this one is going into left center, and that will drop for a base hit. It is a single to left center for Blaze Isaacson that brings up Colby Thielges.
The shortstop, number 2, Colby Thielges.
1 for 1 with a double into center field last time he was at the plate. And this time he blares one to left field. That's good for a single. Back-to-back left field singles here for LaMoure. Off the bats of Blaze Isaacson and Colby Thielges, and now Owen Lesko will step into the box. But first, we'll have a visit on the mound. Once again, a big thank you to our sponsors, the North Dakota American Legion, along with Fargo Visitors and Convention Bureau, sponsoring our scoreboard. Visit them at fargomoorhead.org to learn about all the places you can visit in the Fargo-Moorhead, West Fargo area, especially if you're making a trip up to the Central Plains Regional. Get one of those hotels on the 23rd Avenue Street, and you can walk and or get a golf cart ride to the admissions gate right from your hotel. If you get, well, you might have to cross the street, but it's basically right from your hotel. You can park your car for the entire tournament and not spend any gas money. That pitch comes inside, terribly close to hitting Lesko. Like I said, Lesko doubled to center field last time he was at the plate. One ball, 1 strike to Lesko. Martin will check the runner on second, wind and deliver. and he's low for ball 2. Ball, strike, ball in that order so far here on the 2-1 count. Blaze Isaacson on second. Runner on first is Colby Thiel. Just pitches outside for ball 3. Mason Warkin is on deck. And a 3-1 count to Lesko. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Ball, strike, ball, ball, strike. Check Thiel just at first. Now he'll check Isaacson at second and deliver. And that's foul off the third base side. Ball, strike, ball, ball, strike, foul. Is the condensed version of the pitching here on Lesko's at bat, or plate appearance, I should say. He hasn't turned it into an at bat yet. And the payoff. And this one right into the glove of Panitsky at third. That will strand 2 runners on base and take us to the bottom half of the second inning.
LaMoure in the top of the second, no runs, 2 hits, no Glendwood Lowry errors, and 2 runners left.
We'll be back with more in a moment. Stay tuned. We're coming right back here on MSPN Digital Television.
Yeah, I just picked her up. We should be there in 20 minutes.
Who is it? Oh, it's him. Where is he?
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It's payback time. Does that bother you? Does that bother you? Does that bother you? Does that bother you? Does that bother you?
It's not fun being the target of rude behavior. Sports has many traditions, but bad sportsmanship isn't one of them. This message brought to you by MSPN Digital Television.
A couple of innings. 6 tickets a pop for $5 underneath the blue tent down the right side. Again, half the pot goes to you. If you have the winning number, we'll draw for that later on today. Leading off the bottom of the second for Glenwood Lowry, third baseman number 10, Alex Panitsky.
And Panitsky has 4 hits in this game. He had 2 to right center field, 1 over the head of the shortstop, and he laid down a bunt down the third base line against Broken Bow yesterday. We're 25 minutes into the contest now here in the bottom of the second, and that first pitch came across for strike 1 to Panitsky. And now it's going to be strike 2. Interesting call there on that ball strike. Once again, our umpires are Greg Warren at home plate, Steve Cryer at first, Johnny Kirchner at second, and John Whitcraft at third. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Outside for a ball, and a nice stretch there by Logan Potts to make sure that one didn't go into the backstop. Not that it would have mattered. There's no runners on base, so. But it's always good to get that practice to stop those when there are no runners on base. 1 ball and 2 strikes here to Panitsky. And a swing and a miss, and that will go down swinging. That's out number 1, bringing up Riley Dell. Riley Dell 1 for 2, a hit to right field and a ground out to the pitcher in the tournament.
The designated hitter number 3, Riley Dell.
And the pitch will bounce away, and that'll be ball 1. Riley Dell representing batter 7 in the lineup here for Glenwood Lowry. We got Levi Johnson on deck. 1-0 pitch. Swung on and pushed to right field and foul. A couple of local kids down in front of our broadcast booth here. Run off to the right to go and retrieve that. See which one of those two gets the shiny 25-cent quarter. 1-1 as a result. And ball 2. Ball 3. So 3-1 now here to Riley Dell. It's ball, fouled away, ball, and ball on the 4 pitches so far here to Dell. And the 3-1 is going to be low, and Dell will be walked. That'll bring up Levi Johnson. Levi Johnson with a pair of hits in the tournament, one to left field, one to left center.
Now batting for Glendwood Lowry, the shortstop number 8, Levi Johnson.
And they pick off attempt on Dell, and Dell gets back standing. He'll check Dell again here, and then he'll set. Still no pitches yet, and here comes the pitch, and that one is going out into center field and into the glove of Owen Lesko. No problem there. 1 out. Or 2 outs, excuse me. 1 out at a time, we get to 2 outs. And it's Luke Danielson, the batter now.
Center fielder Luke Danielson.
Danielson with a hit to left and a sacrifice fly to right field in the tournament. And the pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. Two away, runner on first is Riley Dell. He'll check that runner, and he'll set for the 1-0 pitch, and he'll deliver it, and that one's going to be popped up, and could be a chance here for... No, he didn't make the catch. Logan Potts tried, but misjudged it in the sunlight there, and it is a bright... Of all the days of the tournament, there are no clouds in the sky at all today. There have been partly cloudy to mostly cloudy for the entire tournament until today, so it could be very hard to see those infield pop-ups with how the sun is shining in on the field right now. So I won't pin that one on Logan Potts entirely. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now it's going to be a rundown between first and second. 3-4 back to the first baseman, and now to the shortstop. And they will finally tag him out.
1-3-4-3-6-1 on the pull.
There you go. I would have gotten the first 4, and that's it.
No LaMoure errors and no runners left.
So they will get that runner out as he gets caught leading off / stealing.
Pitches for Bilges through 2 innings. 31 pitches.
And it remains 3-0 on the Fargo Visitors and Convention Bureau scoreboard here on MSPN Digital Television. We'll be right
You
back.
may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition in strengthening America through service.
So if you're a veteran,
Consider joining us.
Or donate to help us support our veterans.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not gonna come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
It's like a hockey puck.
You wouldn't do it there.
Gotta be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
And the first pitch comes in for a ball. So Riley Bell gets tagged out. 1-3-4-3-6-1 is the combination on that one. That's pitcher to first to second to first to short to pitcher. And 2 balls and no strikes to Mason Workin, who singled on his last at bat into left field. 32 minutes into the ball game, starting the top of the third. 3 balls and no strikes now here to Workin. Logan Potts, Easton Theologist will be the other two batters that we see as LaMoure hangs on to their 3-0 lead here, looking to add to it here in the top of the third. He'll cash in on the free strike coupon, and Rylan Martin, has the 3-1 count. And a swing and a miss to push that count to 3-2. So he battles back from a 3-0 hold, a full count here on Mason Warkin. Once again, he's 1 for 1 with a single to left field so far here in this contest. Here's the payoff pitch. And a ground ball towards third, picked up by Panitsky. He'll fire it over, and it is going to be an error. And he'll reach base as a result of that error.
Now batting number 1, catcher Logan Potts.
So Logan Potts is the batter now. Potts reached on a fielder's choice last time he was up. Two balls and no strikes. Once again, the runner on first is Mason Warkin. And the pitch in for a strike. 2-1. And a fly ball to center field. Danielson will catch it for out number 1.
The pitcher, number 28, Easton Theologist.
Theologist singled into right field back in the first inning as LaMoure batted 8 of their 9 batters in the top of the first and plated 3 of them. 1-1 the count now here to Theologist. And this one's going to right field. And making the ground there is Connor Erickson for out number 2.
The designated hitter, number 24, Jake Kramer.
So 2 away now here on the fly out to right, and Jake Kramer grounded out to the second baseman, 4-3 last time he was up. Swing and a miss, strike 1 here. And he's down on the count 0-1, 35 minutes into the ball game. Mason Warkin once again is the runner on first here for LaMoure. And a ground ball towards second. And all they need is the single out, and they will get him out. A 4-3 ground out. Back-to-back ground outs to second base there for Jake Kramer. And we move now to the bottom of the third.
And 1 runner left.
We'll take a break and be back with more in just a moment. Stay tuned.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
Leading off the bottom of the third for Glenwood, Lowry posts 187 and 253. Center fielder number 4, Luke Danielson.
All right, Luke Danielson will lead it off here in the bottom of the third. Danielson is batter 9 in the lineup. Swing and a miss, strike 1. He has a hit to left field here in the tournament. One ball and one strike here to Luke Danielson. And the 1-1. Ground ball, third base side, foul. 1-2. Strike ball, foul on the 3 pitches so far. Wind up in the 1-2 delivery is outside to even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Once again, Easton Theologist, that was his 35th pitch. Pitch 36 coming up here. 17 strikes, 18 balls on 35 tosses so far. And this is a high fly ball left center field. And getting over there is Owen Lesko for the grab, and that's 1 down. Brings up Miles Wildman.
The Glenwood Lowry leadoff batter, left fielder number 1, Miles Wildman.
As we go back to the top of the order for the first time here, Wildman struck out looking last time he was up. Here's the pitch, and it is in for ball 1. And the pitch, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Oh, they're calling it a strike, I guess. 1 ball, 1 strike. And now it's 2-1. Okay, I just had to wait a moment and make sure. 2-1. And right back to Theologist. And he'll fire it over to first in time for the 1-3 ground out. It was a hard hit ball right back to Theologist, but he was able to collect it and put out number 2 onto the board. Marco Gruber, the batter now. Popped out to the shortstop, Colby Theologist.
Number 2, second baseman,
last time he was at the plate. Gruber representing batter 2 in the lineup here for Glenwood Lowry. Now, must have been a little bit too low, ball 1. And a hard hit ball into right field. It'll be good for a base hit, a single. And now Dylan Alexander will try and duplicate that.
The catcher, number 12, Dylan Alexander.
Alexander was walked on 5 pitches last time he was at the plate. Theologist will check Gruber on first and stare him down for quite some time. And this one is going into right or center field, backpedaling, and it is into the glove of Russell Exner, the right fielder. Actually, he did not catch it. I thought he did. It just went over his glove, and Gruber will score from first. And Dylan
RBI triple for Dylan Alexander.
Yeah, there we go. Heard somebody say someone else's name. I was like, are you sure about that? 3-1, Glenwood Lowry is on the board.
Noah Jensen.
So runner on third, and they will intentionally walk Noah Jensen. That's the second time in the tournament that Jensen's been intentionally walked. And if anybody knows anything about Jensen, it's LaMoure, as he snagged 2 two-run homers against LaMoure back in the first game of the tournament.
Right fielder number 9, Connor Erickson.
So they will intentionally walk him and take their chances with Connor Erickson. Puts runners on the corners now. And the pitch. And that one is high up into left field. And caught on the warning track. It wasn't an easy catch, but he made the catch. And they strand 2 on base. And they get that third out. And it is a 3-1 game now here on the Fargo Visitors and Convention Bureau scoreboard. When we return after this, it'll be LaMoure batting when we return after this. Stay tuned.
44 for Philgis.
American Legion Baseball. A winning tradition since 1925. Thousands of young athletes have participated, and countless lives have been changed.
And that was the fun part of summer ball and Legion was we just played. At that stage, I think everything's so pure. You're just wanting to play ball. I would 100% recommend it.
Legion Baseball is one of many programs of the American Legion, supporting our children, our military, and their families. Find out more about how we continue to serve America.
1 in 5 high school students use e-cigarettes or vapes. Some of them, like Juul, are so slim and sleek that they look like a flash drive. That's why e-cigarettes and vapes are so appealing to kids. There are more than 7,000 flavors and they're sold where kids shop, online and in convenience stores. Most e-cigarettes contain nicotine, which is highly addictive and can harm brain development as teens grow. No amount of nicotine is safe for youth. Like it or not, we are a target. This message is brought to you by the Minnesota Department of Health.
For LaMoure, post 19 at the top of the fourth, first baseman number 36, Jaron Reagan.
Reagan grounded out to the shortstop Levi Johnson last time he was up. 3-1 here as we start the top of the fourth, and the pitch is going to miss for, it's going to hit in for a strike, I guess. 0-1. Top of the fourth, 44 minutes, 0-2 on the swing and a miss. One ball and 2 strikes. Make that 2-2. And this one going to right field, and he caught it. Somehow he caught it. It looked like he juggled it there for a moment, but he was able to secure it. And that'll be out number 1.
Number 20, Gunnar Philgis.
So Gunnar Philgis will be the batter now. And that'd be ball 4. And now walk Gunnar Philgis.
Come on, guys.
And bring up Blaze Isaacson.
Number 7, second baseman Blaze Isaacson.
That one's going to be fouled away for a strike. ground ball to first, and that is the second baseman. That is a 3-4 ground out for Blaze Isaacson.
The successful sacrifice brings up the shortstop number 2, Colby Filgis.
One ball, no strikes for Colby Thiel. Just a double and a single so far here in this game. He's 2 for 2. Man, that will miss for ball 2. So 2 balls and no strikes here to Colby Thiel. Just Owen Lesko is on deck. You got that beep sound again. I'm going to try to not let it bother me. And a strike. And Thiel just will send it to right field, and that will score a run.
RBI single for Colby Filgis. Now batting number 8, center fielder, Owen Lesko.
And that nice grab there by the third baseman, but he will not get it there in time, and the bases are loaded. So the base is loaded with 1 out.
Number 6, Mason Workin.
And Mason Workin, the batter, 1 for 2, single, and reached on an error. Strike is called. And this one sent up. And it's caught there by Noah Jensen, the first baseman. Alex Panitsky, the batter now.
Now batting catcher number 1, Logan Potts.
Hang on a second. And a strike is called. It's Logan Potts, the batter. I think I was looking at the wrong lineup, and my apologies. I'm not sure when I switched over to the wrong lineup there, but my apologies on that. That one just popped up and fouled off. We'll stay at the 0-2 count, or the 1-2 count, excuse me. Popped up, chance for the first baseman, Jensen. He makes the grab. 4-1 our score as we move now to the bottom of the fourth.
For LaMoure in the top of the fourth, 1 run on 3 hits. There was 1 Glendwood Lowry error and 3 runners left. 80 pitches for Martin after 4 innings. 80 pitches for Martin.
All right, we'll be back with more in a moment.
Every day across our great nation, members of the American Legion are shaping and brightening their communities. American Legion members are volunteering to assist wheelchair-bound veterans. Still, others are helping the current generation of service members transition back to civilian life. If you are a wartime veteran, please consider uniting with your brothers and sisters in the nation's largest and most influential veteran service organization. Join the American Legion today.
When one of us comes up short,
we all come up short.
There's no vape in team.
Think there are only school supplies in your child's backpack? Think again. 5 e-cigarettes were hiding in plain sight. Parents, do your homework.
Learn more about vaping at health.mn.gov/e-cigarettes.
All right, welcome back. Now it's Alex Panitsky. Struck out swinging last time he was at the plate. He's 0 for 1 as a result. First pitch, ball 1 to Panitsky. We'll see Riley Dell and Levi Johnson, batters 6, 7, and 8 this inning here for Glenwood Lowry, finding themselves down 4-1 on the Fargo Visitors and Convention Bureau scoreboard. Also, thank you to the North Dakota American Legion for supporting these broadcasts down here in Millbank, South Dakota, the birthplace of American Legion baseball. Fouled at the plate, 1-1. They are very proud of that little slogan here, the birthplace of American Legion baseball here in Millbank. Found that out right before coming on air here, overhearing a couple conversations while I'm putting in lineups. 2-2 the count. Outside, full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch, and that will take him to first base on a walk. According to my numbers, that's 50 pitches now for Thiel, just an even 25-25 on the ball strike split.
The designated hitter, number 3, Riley Dell.
Riley Dell steps up to the plate. Thiel just walked him last time he was at the plate. That one is going into shallow center, And coming in to get it is Owen Lesko. He'll make the catch. And that's one down.
Now batting shortstop number 8, Levi Johnson.
All right, Levi Johnson will be the batter now. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center field last time he was at the plate. The steal just will check Panitsky on first, and he'll fire it over there. And the pickoff attempt is unsuccessful. And they're going to go back, and he is safe. He's able to get his left hand onto the bag just in the nick of time there before the tag could be applied. Still no pitches yet to Levi Johnson. It's all been pickoff attempts up to this point. And the pitch is going to be missing for a ball, 1-0 here to Levi Johnson. And another pitch that goes high, and it'll be ball number 2. They will get that. He will get that one in for a strike. 2 balls and a strike now here to Levi Johnson. Luke Danielson is on deck. We might see Miles Wildman this inning as well. Might. 1 out. Runner on is Alex Panitsky on first. Panitsky goes, and a swing and a pop up to first. And he'll dive and make the tag on first, and that is a unassisted double play by the first baseman. And that will end the inning, and they'll leave nobody stranded on base as a result.
Lowry in the bottom of the fourth, no runs, no hits, no LaMoure errors, and no runners left.
We'll be back in a moment here on MSPN Digital Television.
Yeah, I just picked her up. We should be there in 20 minutes.
Who is it? Oh, it's him. Where is he?
I know. Yeah, I know.
It's payback time. Does that bother you? Does that bother you? Does that bother you? Does that bother you? Does that bother you?
It's not fun being the target of rude behavior. Sports has many traditions, but bad sportsmanship isn't one of them. This message brought to you by MSPN Digital Television.
You may have heard that the American Legion helps honor our fallen heroes.
Or that the American Legion helped write the GI Bill, enabling veterans to get a college education.
And yeah, you've heard us tell a good story or two.
But did you know that the American Legion does so much more for our veterans? From advocacy on Capitol Hill to serving others in our communities, the American Legion continues its tradition in strengthening America through service.
So if you're a veteran,
consider joining us.
Or donate to help us support our veterans.
Your attention, please. The new pitcher, number 15, Nathan Dell. From LaMoure in the fifth, pitcher number 28, Easton Philgis.
All right, let's see here. We got a change in pitcher. And it's going to be Nathan Dell, as that will be a ground out. And it should be Easton Thiel. No, check that. Jake Kramer.
The designated hitter, number 24, Jake Kramer.
Jake Kramer's 0 for 2 with a pair of groundouts, both of them to second base. And a ground ball towards short, picked up by Levi Johnson, and over to first. They got him.
Blue.
So 3 groundouts in the game here for Jake Kramer, and now Jaron Reagan, who's 0 for 2, ground out to short and a fly out to right here in this game. And he'll take the first pitch for strike 1. And the pitch high for a ball, 1-1. 0 for 2, ground out, fly out once again here for Jaron Reagan. Batter 9 in the lineup. Gunnar Thiel, just top of the order, is on deck. And this is a one-hopper right back to Nathan Dell. He'll fire it over to first. And that, your friends, is a 1-2-3 inning. Probably the quickest inning of the ball game so far, quickest half inning, I should say. To the middle of the 5th we go. It remains a 4-1 lead for LaMoure here in the championship game of the 2025 Centennial Classic at Legion Field in Millbank, South Dakota. We'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned.
Hey, great party.
Oh, thanks. Here you go. 1 hamburger, medium well.
This is well done.
No. That's medium well.
What? Are you calling me a liar? This thing is practically burned.
That's it. You're not going to come to my house and tell me how to cook a hamburger.
I don't really
You wouldn't do it there.
That'd be crazy.
So don't do it here. Sportsmanship. It's up to you.
All right, welcome back. Thiel just will face off against Luke Danielson here in the bottom of the 5th. We're an hour and 5 minutes into the ball game. Moving along rather speedily. Knock on wood. That doesn't change. And the pitch is inside for a ball. Danielson 0 for 1, fly out to left center field into the glove of Owen Lesko last time he was at the plate. And that is a strike, 1-1. Two balls and a strike. And that one's going to left field. And it is gone. It's a solo home run for Luke Danielson.
Solo home run for Luke Danielson. The Glendwood Lowry leadoff batter, number 1, left fielder Miles Wildman.
And a hard hit ball right up the middle. Nice grab there by Colby Thiel, and he did not get it there in time. That should be an infield hit. We will see. Third home run by Luke Danielson. The third by Glenwood Lowry, I should say.
Single by Wildman brings up second baseman number 2, Mark Gruber.
Keep it going, Mark. Go, buddy.
Mark Gruber, the batter now. And that one is going to second. And he'll juggle it, and everybody will be safe. That'll be an error. Charge the second baseman, an E4 if you're scoring at home.
The catcher number 12, Dylan Alexander.
Glenwood Lowry had 3 errors in that 10-2 win back in the opening game of the tournament. They now have 3 errors here in this game. And LaMoure's committed their first error of the 2-game series against Glenwood Lowry just now. That one will be fouled away for a strike. Dylan Alexander with a walk and a triple. And now a visit to the mound here. And home plate umpire Greg Warren will walk up and break up the conference here, and now he'll have a few extra words with the coach. Runners on first and second. Miles Wildman on second, Gruber on third, and a base hit into left field. They're going to send Miles Wildman around third. He is going to score, and Glenwood Raleigh pulls within 1. It is 4-3 now on the Fargo Visitors and Convention Bureau scoreboard. An hour and 10 minutes into the game on the RBI single by Dylan Alexander. So now runners on first and second. As a result, we'll have a courtesy runner for Dylan Alexander.
For the catcher at first, number 7, Braylon Sharmer.
Braylon Sharmer will come in and run at first base.
Now batting for Glenwood Lowry, the first baseman, number 21, Noah Jensen.
Noah Jensen, a single to left and an intentional walk last time he was at the plate. This time they'll take their chances with Noah Jensen. And a strike. 0-1. Noah Jensen in that opening game against LaMoure in the opening game of the tournament hit a 2-run homer to left and a 2-run homer to that awkward section in right field where it goes from 370 to 390 in a matter of a foot. So probably right in that 380 area. And another base hit to left field. Mark Gruber is going to hold up at third, and that will load the bases on the base hit by Noah Jensen. It's his second hit of the game along with an intentional walk. So he's been on base all 3 times, and now the bases are loaded here as Connor Erickson will come to the plate. And the go-ahead run, Braylon Sharmer, is on second.
The right fielder, number 9, Connor Erickson.
So see if Glenwood Lowry can take the lead here in the bottom of the 5th. Still nobody out and the bases loaded, and LaMoure in a little bit of trouble here. And a ground ball to left field. That's going to score Mark Gruber. And they will hold the brakes on Sharmer at third. And we have a tie ball game.
For Connor Erickson.
So Sharmer now at third. Noah Jensen up at second. Erickson on first with the RBI single. That scores Mark Gruber. And now Alex Panitsky struck out swinging and walked on his 2 trips to the plate so far. Swing and a miss, strike 1. And a ground ball right to the shortstop. He'll throw home for the force out, and he dropped the ball. And he's safe. And Glenwood Lowry takes a 5-4 lead now here on the Fargo Visitors and Convention Bureau scoreboard. The umpires are going to get together and discuss something here. I think they're going to discuss whether it was a force out and the drop didn't matter. I wonder if they're going to reverse the call to an out here. Just giving it some intense conversation and thought there. The way it stands at the moment, it's a 5-4 lead, and he's out. So take the run off the board, and we remain tied at 4. And I think that was the right call, too, as they now go explain it to the Glenwood Lowry coach. But I think what the discussion is here is it was thrown to home. He caught it. His foot was on the plate, so it's a force out with the bases loaded. So even though he dropped it, the out came before he dropped it. I'm guessing their argument, the umpire's argument, is he held it in his glove long enough for it to be considered an out. That would be my analysis of the play. And it is still an out. Like I said, I think that was the right call. And I have no rooting interest in either team, so I'm just giving you my opinion here. This is the first, well, outside of this tournament, this is the first time I've seen both of these teams in my lifetime. So I definitely have no rooting interest at this point. And a high fly ball to left field. And it is not caught. It is over the outstretched glove of Gunnar Thieljus, and now Glenwood Lowry has a 5-4 lead, and now they have a 6-4 lead. A sacrifice fly.
Now batting shortstop number 8, Levi Johnson.
Go, Levi. Good. Trouble. Get out of here. We go, Levi.
Should be 0-1. Yep, it is. 0-1 with 1 out. And that one is going into shallow center. It will drop for a hit. That'll push Panitsky to third. And now the bases are loaded. Luke Danielson, who hit the home run on his last at plate. A solo shot to left field for Luke Danielson. Now has the bases loaded. And a ground ball on a hard shot past the third baseman. Scores Peninsky. Rounding third is Riley Dell. The throw doesn't make it in time. It's a two-run RBI double for Luke Danielson. That opens up first base. And Glenwood Lowry has doubled up now on LaMoure. And that will do it for Easton Thealgis. We'll have a new pitcher here for LaMoure. They have allowed 7 runs in this inning, and they've only been able to record 1 out so far. And it appears.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for LaMoure is number 10.
Joey Potts.
Joey Potts.
So Joey Potts will get some warm-up tosses here and see if he can help get his team out of this nightmare inning. They came into the bottom of the 5th leading 4-1, and now they find themselves down 8-4 on the Fargo Visitors and Convention Bureau scoreboard. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back with the continuation of the bottom of the 5th. Runners on 2nd and 3rd with 1 out when we return.
When one of us comes up short,
we all come up short.
There's no vape in team.
Think there are only school supplies in your child's backpack? Think again. 5 e-cigarettes were hiding in plain sight. Parents, do your homework.
Learn more about vaping at health.mn.gov/e-cigarettes.
All right, that will complete the warm-ups here for Joey Potts. And now stepping up to the plate is Miles Wildman. So far, they've given up 7 runs. Easton Thealgis will be responsible for Levi Johnson on 3rd and Luke Danielson on 2nd should they come in and score. So we can't close the book just yet on Easton Thealgis. But we'll see if Joey Potts can help out his teammate and keep those runs stranded on base. The most important thing here for LaMoure is they need to get to out 3. They can't allow that runner on 3rd to come in. They need to figure out a way to get to out 3, maybe get Wildman to ground into a double play situation to a positional player possibly. Strike 1, maybe fouled it away. And then if they can get into that double play or get both outs and go into the top of the 6th, trailing by 4, they'll have an opportunity to chip away at it because their bats have been clicking here in this game so far. So they're not necessarily out of it at this point, but they definitely need to keep those extra 2 base runners away from home plate. No balls and 2 strikes. And that's a good start here for Joey Potts. And he got him. So that's out 2. So part 1 of the job is done here for Joey Potts. And now he's got Mark Gruber.
Number 2, second baseman, Mark Gruber.
And that is strike 1. 5 pitches for Potts, and 4 of them have been strikes. So far, so good. Gruber 1 for 3, fly out, single, and reached on an error. And fouled up and pushed out a play off the third base side. They got to get this 3rd out. They got to shake off this inning, and they got to come out swinging like they have been all game up to this point. Glenwood Lowry has 11 hits, but most of those hits have come in this inning. LaMoure has been able to knock out a total of 8 hits through 5 innings of play. And if they can continue that pace of hits, they will still have a chance in this one. Strike 3, and they get rid of the 2 runners. So you can close the book on Theolgis.
For Glenwood Lowry in the bottom of the 5th, 7 runs on 7 hits. There were 2 LaMoure errors and 2 runners left.
So Theolgis will strand a total of 7 runners on base, and you can close the book on him. And that will bring us now here to the 6th inning of play. So, coming up, it is Gunnar Theolgis, Blaze Isaacson, and Colby Theolgis, the top of the order batters 1, 2, and 3. But Glenwood Lowry exploding with 7 runs in the bottom of the 5th to double up their lead 8-4. And we'll be back with more in a moment. Stay tuned here on MSPN Digital Television.
Here's your chance to support MSPN Digital Television in one of 3 ways. First, everyone can subscribe to the MSPN YouTube channel absolutely free. Second, individuals and families can choose one of 3 monthly YouTube memberships. Third, local businesses can choose one of 2 monthly YouTube sponsorships. Visit our YouTube channel and look for and click the Join button to select the option that's best for you. For more information, or to get answers to your questions about MSPN memberships and sponsorships, give us a call today at 701-491-6776.
For LaMoure in the top of the 6th, the leadoff man, Gunnar Theolgis.
Gunnar Theolgis will take the first pitch for ball 1 here in the top of the 6th. Here in the championship game of the Centennial Classic Baseball Tournament at Legion Field in Millbank, South Dakota. Mike with you here on the MSPN Digital Network, an hour and 25 minutes into the ball game. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Gunnar Theolgis 1 for 2, single fly out walk. 1 ball, 2 strikes. He needs to be patient here, and he will swing and strike out missing. So that records out 1, and LaMoure down to 5 outs now to work with, and it's Blaze Isaacson stepping up to the plate. 1 for 3, reached on the fielder's choice, a single and a ground out back to the pitcher last time he was at the plate.
Second baseman number 7, Blaze Isaacson.
If you haven't figured it out already, for those who watch often, and for those who don't know me, one of the things I enjoy doing the most is analyzing and speculating how a trailing team can come back and win. And it doesn't matter who's trailing on the scoreboard. For example, if LaMoure were to score 7 runs in this inning and retake the lead, then that analysis would switch over to Glenwood Lowry. But right now, it's LaMoure trailing 2-1. And a corner pitch there for strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nathan Dell doing a good job here in the top of the 6th to significantly reduce the winning percentage here for LaMoure. And a ground ball that's foul off to the third base side, and we'll stay at 2-2. High for a ball, and we're at a full count now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. So we'll see here. This is a big pitch in the game for Nathan Dow. If he walks Isaacson, that gives LaMoure a little bit of momentum and confidence. And if he strikes him out, that takes it away. And that's what he does, is strike. He struck out the first 2 batters. They both go down swinging, and now it's up to Colby Theolgis to try and keep the top of the 6th going here for LaMoure.
Number 2, Colby Theolgis.
You'd like to see LaMoure score at least 2 runs here before the 6th inning comes to completion. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Theolgis has not been sat down yet. He's 3 for 3, a double to center and a single to left and another single to left. Ball 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. We'll see if Colby Theolgis can start some 2-out magic here for LaMoure. 2-1 the count. 2 away, nobody on base. And a ground ball that will not sneak by the second baseman, and that's 3 up and 3 down. And LaMoure's down to their final 3 outs, and it's looking a little bit more difficult now for LaMoure here in this 2025 Centennial Classic Championship game. Glenwood Lowry leads 8-4 here on the Fargo Visitors and Convention Bureau scoreboard. We're back with the bottom of the 6th right after this. Stay tuned.
Fans, a reminder, when this game is over, we will have
American Legion Baseball. A winning tradition since 1925. Thousands of young athletes have participated, and countless lives have been changed.
And that was the fun part of summer ball and Legion was we just played. At that stage, I think everything's so pure. You're just wanting to play ball. I would 100% recommend it.
Legion Baseball is one of many programs of the American Legion, supporting our children, our military, and their families. Find out more about how we continue to serve America.
1 in 5 high school students use e-cigarettes or vapes. Some of them, like Juul, are so slim and sleek that they look like a flash drive. That's why e-cigarettes and vapes are so appealing to kids. There are more than 7,000 flavors, and they're sold where kids shop, online and in convenience stores. Most e-cigarettes contain nicotine, which is highly addictive and can harm brain development as teens grow. No amount of nicotine is safe for youth. Like it or not, we are a target. This message is brought to you by the Minnesota Department of Health.
All right, at the 90-minute mark of the ball game as we start the bottom of the 6th, Glenwood Lowry with an 8-4 lead, scoring 7 of those 8 runs in the bottom of the 5th. And the first pitch will miss for ball 1 here. Joey Potts on the mound once again. Now Dylan Alexander, the batter, 2 for 2, a walk, a triple, and a single. She's a double and a home run to complete the cycle. At this point, I don't think he will get another chance to bat after this one, but I've said that in the past and have been wrong. So, matter of fact, I said it rather recently, maybe 2 weeks ago, and I was totally wrong. Fouled away for a strike. Noah Jensen, Connor Erickson are the next 2 batters, and both of those batters have hit home runs in this tournament. And this one's popped up and fouled off first base side and back over the press box and right onto the roof of the press box. I guess not quite over it, but 2 balls and 2 strikes, nobody out. And a big pitch here for Joey Potts. See if he can put out 1 onto the board here. Wind up in the 2-2 delivery. Missed outside, full count. And he struck him out. Or did he? Yeah. Okay, it took him a while for him to leave the plate.
Go, Noah. Let's go, Noah.
Noah Jensen.
Number 21, first baseman Noah Jensen.
2 for 2, single to left, intentional walk, and another single to left. And swing, tap, foul, strike 1. And that one could be trouble, and that is going to go foul. A 317-foot strike just out of play. No, Jensen will get another crack at it. Down 0-2 in the count. Huge push for Joey Potts here. We'll see if he can put Jensen back to the dugout with no damage done. He has an 0-2 count, so look to go probably to the outside. Noah Jensen will call time. Another option is to jam him up high and in. He's not gonna hit a home run off the lower barrel of the bat. So if you jam him up high and in or make him go chase it, that would probably be the couple of options to look at here. And he does go the route of seeing if he'll chase it, and there'll be 1 ball and 2 strikes. Potts patiently delivers the 1-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. Strike, or out number 2. And now Connor Erickson, fielder's choice, fly out to left in a single to left.
Number 9, Connor Erickson.
With 2 outs and nobody on, can Joey Potts get LaMoure out of this inning and get us to the top of the 7th and see if they can get 4 runs across the plate? We're about to find out. And that is right over the head of Colby Field, just at the shortstop position. It's a base hit and a runner on. Not the end of the world just yet for LaMoure. And Alex Panitsky will be the batter. Logan Potts and Joey Potts will get together and talk things over. LaMoure head coach will bring a new ball out to our home plate umpire, Greg Warren. We'll have a courtesy runner here. Looks like it's number 7.
Your attention, please. Pinch running for Erickson at first, number 7, Braylon Sharmer.
Potts will step off the mound here. The home plate umpire, Greg Warren, is writing in his note card here, the pinch runner.
The batter, third baseman, number 10, Alex Panitsky.
Panitsky 0 for 2, strikeout swinging, walk, and reached on a fielder's choice. 2 away, runner on first is Sharmer. And they'll fire it over, and he's back in time. Gets that right hand onto the bag. And that one is going to be popped up third base side. Can they make a catch? He made one of those catches the other day on the first base, or somebody did. I think it was Broken Bow made a catch like that on the first base side. That's the 3rd attempt on a catch into the net, and the teams here in this tournament are 1 for 3 on those 3 attempts. Runner goes, and this one's popped up, and they'll be out of play. 2 strikes now here to Panitsky. Riley Dell is the scheduled batter on deck. And as I look to my left, it is indeed Riley Dell. We'll see if he gets to the batter's box or not. Potts will set and deliver. Runner goes. The throw to second. Not in time.
Good hustle.
One ball, 2 strikes here to Panitsky. He'll look back at second. Potts will. And deliver. And right up the middle it'll go. And they will send Shamer to home, and he will get there. And he'll push the Glenwood Lowry lead to 9-4.
Single for Alex Panitsky. The designated hitter, number 3, Riley Dell.
Go, Dell.
So now LaMoure finds himself down by 5. And the pitch. In for strike 1. Riley Dell's 1 for 2. He's walked. Then he would fly out to center and he'd single to deep left. The 0-1. That one's popped up and fouled away for a 2-strike count. Levi Johnson is the batter in the on-deck circle. Should we get to him, he would be next. That message brought to you by Captain Obvious. And it's 0-2. Going to be foul tip, and they'll take him out, and that will do it for the bottom of the 6th.
Glenwood Lowry in the bottom of the 6th, 1 run, 2 hits, 1 LaMoure error, and 1 runner left.
To the top of the 7th we go, and we'll be back with that top of the 7th. The last chance for LaMoure to get something done here. They need 5 runs. We'll see what they can do in return.
It will carry you further in life than sports. Growing up in North Dakota, I learned to respect my opponents, the coaches, and the officials. The values of fairness and teamwork carried me to the highest level in my sport and allowed me to live my dream of playing football in the NFL. It doesn't matter if you're on the stage, the playing field, or in the stands. We are all better when we show respect for others and practice good sportsmanship. Carry yourself with dignity. Being gracious makes the losses easier and the victories that much sweeter. So when the lights on the playing field, the stage, or the gym floor dim, you'll always have pride in yourself.
All right, welcome back. 9-4, Glenwood Lowry. And at the top of the 7th, Owen Lesko, Mason Warken, Logan Potts are the scheduled batters at 4, 5, and 6. Swing and a miss, maybe tip foul. Either way, it's strike 1. Lesko 1 for 3, a double to center. Since then, a line drive out to third and reached on an error. And that will drop in for strike 2. And ground ball foul to the third base side. Will stay where we're at no balls and 2 strikes. Once again, a big thank you to the North Dakota American Legion, the Fargo Visitors and Convention Bureau for sponsoring these broadcasts down here at the Centennial Classic Baseball Tournament. Here's the 0-2 pitch, and a little bit high for a ball, 1-2. That was close. It could have been called strike 3, but a little bit high, and the game will extend on a little bit more. And the 1-2, swing and miss, drop third strike. They'll throw it up to first to complete the out, and that'll be number 1. Mason Warken, the batter now.
Third baseman, number 6, Mason Warken.
5 runs needed, 2 outs to go. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Warken 1 for 3, a single to left, reached on an error, and a pop out to the first baseman. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Warken looking for a base hit here. And he will go to left field, and that will drop for a base hit easily. He could get a double out of that. And if he puts on the gas pedal, he'll get in standing.
Double for Warken. Catcher number 1, Logan Potts.
All right, so runner in scoring position. They're going to need him and a few more here. And a strike is delivered. Logan Potts 0 for 2. Fielder's choice. Fly out to center, excuse me. One. Don't forget, after the game, we'll have an awards ceremony. We'll bring that awards ceremony to you live here on MSPN Digital Television, so stay tuned after that third out occurs. Assuming that we don't go to the bottom of the 7th and the next 5 outs occur. Fouled at the plate and a second strike as a result. 1-2. Big pitch here for Nathan Dell. And an even bigger at-bat for Logan Potts. Should say plate appearance. He hasn't turned it into an at-bat yet. And ground ball foul, third base side. Will stay where we're at, 1-2. And another one fouled to the third base side. So he's fouled off 3 of the last 4 and 3 of 5 total. Strike ball, fouled in that order on 5 pitches so far here to Logan Potts. 1-2 again. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 2. And it's going to be up to Easton Thiel just now to keep this game going, as LaMoure's going to need some 2-out magic.
The pitcher, number 10, Joey Potts.
Joey Potts, excuse me. I forgot that they switched that around there. And Potts to left field, base hit, and they will put on the brakes there on Warkin at third. Runners on the corners now.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 24, Jake Kramer.
Jake Kramer 0 for 3 with 3 groundouts. One to the first baseman on a 3-4 back to the second baseman, then a second baseman, a 4-3, and then the shortstop on a 6-3. Oh and 1, 2 away, runner on first. 0 and 2, 2 away, runner on first and third. Logan Potts on first, Mason Warkin on third. 2 outs, 0-2. And a ground ball right back to Nathan Dell, and that will do it.
For LaMoure in the 7th, no runs, 2 hits, no Glendwood Lowry errors, and 2 runners left. Your final line score in the championship game of the Centennial Classic.
Hopefully we got this right here.
9 runs, 12 hits, and 3 errors. LaMoure, 4 runs, 11 hits, and 3 errors. Let's hear it for these 2 teams in a wonderful championship game they just gave us. Again, in a moment, we will have our presentation of the medals. Say first things first, they just exited the field, but let's hear it for our umpiring crew, what a job they did throughout the course of the 3 days of this tournament. The National American Legion Baseball crew would like to thank the City of Millbank and Birch Miller Post 9 and the host committee for their hard work, which ensured a very successful classic. And how about a big round of applause for all the volunteers that made this tournament a success this week as well.
All right, the numbers on your screen are correct now.
Presentation of the runner-up awards at the Centennial Classic. Please welcome American Legion National Vice Commander Gary Leach and Americanism Commission Chairman Mark Avis to do the honors. We will ask each team member to come forward as their name is announced and to receive their medal. The runner-up team, LaMoure Post 19, number 1, Logan Potts. Number 2, Colby Filgis. Number 4, Russell Exner. Number 6, Mason Workin. Number 7, Blaze Isaacson. Number 8, Owen Lesko. Number 9, Riley Christofferson. Number 10, Joey Potts. Number 16, Jaden Paul. Number 17, Tate Jacobson. Number 18, Jacody Lewis. Number 20, Gunnar Filgis. Number 24, Jake Kramer. Number 28, Easton Filgis. Number 36, Jaron Reagan. Assistant coach, Gage Dunn. Head coach, Jason Filgis. And the manager, Greg Peterson. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the 2025 Centennial Classic runners-up from LaMoure, Post 19 of North Dakota. At this time, American Legion National Vice Commander Leach and Americanism Commission Chairman Avis will present each team member of the championship squad, Glenwood Lowry, Posts 187 and 253. Number 1, Miles Wildman. Number 2, Mark Gruber. Number 3, Riley Dell. Number 4, Luke Danielson. Number 5, Zach Gugesberg. Number 7, Braylon Sharmer. Number 8, Levi Johnson. Number 9, Connor Erickson. Number 10, Alex Panitsky. Number 11, Connor Fry. Number 12, Dylan Alexander. Number 13, Ryland Martin. Number 14, Tyson Metz. Number 15, Nathan Dell. Number 19, Ethan Jacobs. Number 21, Noah Jensen. Number 22, AJ Speck. Student manager, Oliver Vanderhagen. Assistant coach, Jeff Planitsky. Assistant coach, Paul Johnson. And head coach, Joe Alexander. Let's hear it for the 2025 Centennial Classic champions, Glenwood Lowry, post 187 and 253. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you to the City of Millbank and to you, our fans. Good luck to each team the rest of the season, and we wish you safe travels, and thank you for making this inaugural Centennial Classic a tremendous success.
All right. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. It was a fun tournament to do, and congratulations to Glenwood Lowry. A big bottom of the fifth there is what locked in the win for post 187-253. But, you know, LaMoure got out to a nice start, and it looked as if they were going to try and revenge that opening round loss, but then it just kind of fell apart a little bit there in the fifth inning, and they weren't able to recover. They had a couple of hits, got a couple runners on base, but not much more than that, and they fell a little bit short here in the championship game. So big congratulations once again to both of these teams, and we wish both of them the best of luck as they continue on through the rest of the remainder of their regular season and possibly into postseason play. Likely we're looking at the win-loss records. I would presume that both of these teams have a postseason future in their near timeline here. And once again, you can find us online. We broadcast a lot of stuff out of the Fargo-Moorhead area, so if you're interested in Legion baseball there, subscribe by all means and tune in and give us a watch, and we'll be happy to have you join those broadcasts as well. If you like this game or any game in the tournament, give this video a thumbs up. We'd certainly appreciate that. Subscribe. It costs you nothing, and it helps us out, and it helps out big time. So we appreciate that. And then if you want, you can also click join to support, and we would thank you for that as well. You can give us a follow over on X, get our broadcast schedule, find out who's playing when and where and what time and all that good stuff. And if you're a fan of any of the Minnesota teams, we're the perfect spot because we get all the information for those teams on our X as well as other North Dakota Legion news and scores around the state of North Dakota. So once again, the time of this game was 1 hour and 47 minutes. Once again, your final score in this one, 9-4 in favor of Glenwood Lowry. And upcoming here for us here on MSPN Digital Television, we'll scroll down a little bit here as we've done a lot of games, as you can see, as I continue to scroll down. And there we go. We'll quit right there. So upcoming for us here, our next game is going to be tomorrow in Mandan, North Dakota, as the Mandan Chiefs take on the Fargo Post 400 Stars in a single non-conference 9-inning game. And then the Stars head up to Minot after that to take on the Vistas on the next day on the 15th, while the Astros are in Minot the same day. The Stars are in Mandan, and then the Moorhead Golds travel to the Fargo Post 400 Comets, and Tom, you'll have the broadcast on that doubleheader there, non-conference doubleheader between the Comets and the Moorhead Golds. And then we have the Astros and Senators on the 16th, Jamestown and the Fargo Post 400 Comets on the 17th. We have a trio. We have 2 games for you on the 18th. The Astros host the Jamestown Junior Legion in a doubleheader starting at 1 o'clock at Starry and Bank Field in Fargo, and then the Stars host Fargo Post 2 in Back the Blue Night. That is an event that they do. It's the 2nd annual Back the Blue Night. Well, they'll bring out officers and local highway patrolmen to the field, and Starry and Bank is providing free hot dogs to everybody in attendance of that Fargo Post 400 Stars and Fargo Post 2 game. So even if you're not a fan of either team, you want to make the drive up to Fargo for a hot dog, by all means, do it. And then the Stars in a non-conference game with the Moorhead Blues, and then the Stars will have 80s night. It doesn't matter who you cheer for. That's a broadcast you're going to want to tune into. It's something we do once a year here on MSPN Digital Television. We throw it back to the 80s. Graphics, scoreboards, everything is 80s. Everything is 100% 80s. Even the bumper music, the music you hear in the background, the walk-up songs are from the 80s. Everything is from the 80s, and that will be a doubleheader on July 21st when the Stars host the Jamestown Eagles. And then it's tournament time. The East Region Tournament starts July 23rd. The State Junior Tournament starts July 23rd. The State AA Tournament starts on July 28th. The State A Tournament starts on August 1st. And then the Central Plains Regional starts on August 6th. And we are going to be busy starting July 23rd. I guess, we have July 22nd and July 20th off. So I guess you could say we're busy right now. But July 23rd, we're really going to put it into second gear and get rolling here on some tournament action for you here on MSPN Digital Television. Once again, you find us on X and YouTube. That's the only 2 spots that we're at, and all that good stuff. So we certainly appreciate you tuning in. All right. I got nothing more to say, and I hope that you enjoyed the broadcast. Once again, your final score here from Legion Field in Millbank, South Dakota, the birthplace of American Legion baseball 100 years ago. It's Glenwood Lowry post 187-253-9 and LaMoure post 19-4. 2025 Centennial Classic champions Glenwood Lowry post 187-253. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you again soon here on MSPN.
The proceeding has been a copyrighted presentation of MSPN Digital Television. Follow us online by searching MSPN DTV on YouTube and X to find broadcast schedules, on-demand broadcasts, and more. Thanks for watching MSPN Digital Television.